to my YouTube channel. And if you're first timer here, don't forget to subscribe. And if you are a regular, as usual, you know how we do it now. Always like my video, drop your comments, and don't forget to share at the end of the video. So today I want to talk about something, how to deal with problematic bosses. That kind of boss that you have and you're wishing, I wish the times can just turn the other way and I'm the boss. This man will know what I will do to him. This lady will know what I can do to her. You go to work every day and you're not at peace. Not because you are not good at your job, not because you don't know what to do, but you don't know what to expect of them, because no matter what you do, it's just not good enough. No matter how hard you try, you cannot please them. Even when everybody is hailing you, say, come on, you killed it, you nailed it, this thing was perfect. They shall just have one excuse to give why they cannot congratulate you on that job, or why they cannot congratulate you on that contract they asked you to handle that you finished very well. Even the people you handle the job for, they are also excited, but it just looks like the person is a sadist. Well, since that is your means of livelihood, and there's something that say you can't bite the finger that fed you, and since you're tied to that place right now, I think the best thing to do is to begin to look for ways in which you can actually handle the situation while you are still there. Because if you do not handle it very well, the next thing you begin to see is that you start growing this element of hatred towards them, and which will only go further to complicate things for you. And sometimes you tend to be rude to them, and of course, come on, they are the one paying your salary, they are the one keeping you there. So if you mess up with them, then of course, trust me, they will mess up with your salary and they will mess up with your job. Now, for me, I know there was a time, some time ago, I had a job, and actually my job role was supposed to be deputy admin, in their own words, deputy admin. And then I was also supposed to be I think I was the admin, and I was to be a deputy accountant or whatever they said it was. And I was like, okay, fine. I started the job. I was excited, and at the end of the day, I found out something that, okay, as I was doing this job, I was not just doing the job of an admin manager and a deputy accountant, of which, don't forget, the company didn't even have an accountant then. But then here am I being told to be a deputy accountant to nobody. And I was doing the accounting job, I was doing the job of the admin, and then I started doing work of cleaner as well. I come to work in the morning, and then I have to sweep. I have to be the one to sweep the offices for myself, my boss, and all that. I have to sweep the office. If you don't sweep, it's a problem. They refuse to take cleaners. And then we had a driver. The driver will never take you anywhere. Anywhere. Even when you have to do company errands, they'll tell you to take the bus. It was really stressful. It was really annoying. And to top it all, you have to run, some kind of distance errand for your boss. And you come back and he's complaining, why did you come late? Considering the traffic, he will still complain no matter what you do. He is just so on the other side. I remember back then, there was a time that came, I started even going for errands for the wife. I had to start going to the bank to pay children's school fees, which was outside my job. Outside my job. But at the end of the day, do you know that even when contracts are being done, I was bidding for contracts which was not even part of my job, and at the end of the day, except contractors pay for the particular job you do, you don't get a salary at the end of that month. Even if there's still money in the accounts from company accounts, they will tell you as long as that job is not done, you are not getting paid. And sometimes you're supposed to go on weekends, and he tells you this weekend I'm taking it because there are things to be done, even when the things can actually be done the next week. He just keeps giving you every single excuse just to frustrate you. I call it frustration because when you as an individual, you have your life all planned out and you've told yourself, okay, I'm getting this job because I want to ease a lot of things from myself. I want to be able to afford some things, and at the end of the day, you have the job, but you don't have peace of mind. Every day you are thinking of the next bus stop, you are thinking of the next job you want to go to. Like, there was a young lady that was sharing with me some time ago. She's doing this, there's a job she's doing right now which is far different from what she studied in school. By the way, a lot of us are on that bus stop. So she was doing a job that was different from what she studied in school, but she started developing herself to become good at this job, and she's actually really good right now. But you know what, no matter what she does, the boss will always belittle her before other staff, to the point that she even complained that there was a day the boss was almost body shaming her and all that, for no just cause. He won't increase her salary when he's supposed to. He's increasing other people's salary. He won't increase her salary. You try to approach him over something, he shouts unnecessarily on top of his voice as though the world is crumbling. And she just kept complaining, telling me, what should I do about the job? And I told her, you know what? It's either you learn to be patient with your boss, learn to understand that they're humans and they will always make mistakes. They are not always perfect. It's that you get to understand that part and be ready to deal with them, or you simply leave the job. So if you are in a place where you have a difficult boss you are dealing with, really problematic boss that don't give a damn who you are, no matter what you do, they cannot appreciate you, they cannot give you that credit for that good thing you are doing, no matter what you do, then what I'll tell you is you are only there for a season. You will not be there forever. Is just a stepping stone. And if you can conquer that season of your life, if you can be patient enough to handle that your boss, trust me, some of them are not evil. They are not evil. It's just probably the pressure that they are facing as bosses. Sometimes they don't know how, when they pass it on to you, they call it transferred aggression. Sometimes they've gone through some rough things as the boss, because what the boss is going through is different from what you are going through as a staff. So sometimes they don't know when they pass aggressions to you without knowing. But if you can be patient enough with them, you're going to find out that some of them, deep in their hearts, they are actually very loving. They are actually very caring. But if you think you cannot be patient to get to that place where you get to see the second side of them, then before you start developing bitterness for them and you start developing a hatred towards them, I think it's high time you just quit the job and walk away. But if you say, oh, if I walk away now, what happens to me? What about my means of livelihood? Well, then if that is your concern, then you have to learn to deal with them, because they are actually human beings. They have flesh and blood, they have hearts within them. No matter how bad it can be, they still have a soft spot. So why don't you find out what are those things that they're always complaining about you? What are those things that make them very angry? Try and find out. And when you find out, try to always beat their expectation. There was a day I had a situation and I was supposed to bid for a contract, and my boss came and he was expecting that I haven't done it, not because he told me to do it, but I knew that it was something we were going to do. So I quickly just went ahead and did it and said, fine, if he comes, he can go through it, and then if it's not okay, he can make his correction. Because I discovered that sometimes in bidding for this contract, we can stay in the office till 8 p.m. and for God's sake, I'm married, I need to go to my house, and from the office to my house was quite really far. And he doesn't care. You have to stay in the office even if it's till 9. And I know on one of such situations, my husband had to even come and pick me from the office, had to come and wait for me to wrap up and let's go home. And so I quickly did it. And when he came, he told me, I know you are sitting down there, you're not doing anything, we have a bid. And I said, sir, we've done it. And the minute I said it, it was like I broke the silence in the room. Everyone just became quiet. He didn't know what to say anyway because there was no more attack. I just did. If I had not done it, the talk would have continued. But because I did it even before he expected, he couldn't say anything. So trust me, there's always a way to work with problematic people. Find out that soft spot in them and always use it rightly. And always be patient with them. If you feel you can't be patient, if you feel you don't have the patience to wait to find out the good side of them, then no problem. You can go ahead and quit the job. But don't forget, the next job you are going to, you may just meet another person and you will still have to deal with them. So if you're there right now and you're having a problematic boss, don't see them as the evil. Don't see them as the devil in your life. Just try and be patient with them and get the best out of that job. Thank you so much for watching and stay blessed.